Hey everybody, welcome to the Logan Power Show. It's me, your host, Calvin Logan, live here at the Scotts Grand, 5060 Dorchester Road here in Charleston, South Carolina, 29418. Hey, it's all about giving back to the community. It's all about making dreams a reality. I got with me the CEO of Lunchbox Dreams, Mr. James Washington. How you doing, sir?
Good afternoon. How you doing?
Good. Glad to have you here on the show.
I appreciate it.
Oh, man, we appreciate you. Now, if people don't know, Mr. Washington has a great program that he gives back to teenagers, the Lunchbox Dreams. I'm telling you, this is something that you don't want to miss what we're about to talk about today. So, Mr. Washington, tell us about the company Lunchbox Dreams.
Well, Lunchbox Dreams is the mentoring program where we cater to teenage boys between the ages of 12 to 18 years of age. Our goal is to put back within the community some things that kind of has been lost, things such as family values, life skills, and education and stuff like that. So, three things that I've always been taught within my immediate household that I want to put back into the community. Family values, how to respect your parents and your older siblings and, just people within the neighborhood. Life skills, I know I was working at a group home in Columbia, and I had one of the boys going in the laundry room, and he was supposed to be mopping, and he didn't know how to mop.
Wow.
One of the kids, I told him go into the laundry room and iron his clothes for school, and he didn't know how to iron his clothes. So, stuff like that, I try to make sure I teach them that they learn. That way, when they get out there on their own, they won't have to call mom, or dad, or grandma, or auntie, or uncle. How do I do this? How do I do that? They already know how to be self-sufficient and do it on their own. And not only that, but education. That's a big part. They can take so many things away from you, but they can't never take knowledge. So those are three things that I try to focus on and putting back into these teenagers out here.
Hey, he's a trailblazer, ladies and gentlemen. He's looking out for the people, and I want everyone here that's looking at this show to know that you can be a trailblazer too. Mr. Washington is doing some of his Lunchbox Dreams where he's taking kids 12 to 18 and making an impact in their life that can never be erased.
Certainly, when you hit that age between 12 and 18, you go through that stage of trying to find yourself. That's when you get to that point of you thinking you're grown and you know everything. But sometimes it's good to have somebody there to slow you down and kind of guide you into those correct steps and, learning about life. We all think we know about money. We all think we know about women. We all think we know about everything in this world and stuff like that. So, that whole process between 12 to 18, that's what you're really trying to learn yourself and you're really trying to learn about life. Mm-hmm. So that's what we're here to help and guide each teenager go through in those stages. Because I know there were some mistakes that I made when I was around that age wherein I didn't know what to do. But thankfully I had my father there. Thankfully I had my older brother there. I had my younger brother. But I also had cousins and close friends that was able to help guide me through, those stages where I thought I was the man and I was grown. I'm 34 years old now and I'm still learning a lot of things. So.
Hey, we're like-minded people, and I can testify to all those out there that you need a mentor in your life. For those who had a great mentor, hey, let us know on Facebook, Twitter. Contact us today, the Logan Power Show on Facebook, Twitter, the Logan Power. Tweet it now, Facebook feed it back now. Let us know who your mentor is. Text us, 843-697-5545. Let us know who that mentor was in your life so we can give him a big shout out. So I know you're doing this great company that you've decided to take the horses by the tail, and you're taking it, and You're just going through this journey. What can you say inspired you to say, I'm gonna do this? I want to do this particular company.
Well, as a young kid, I've always loved doing stuff with other kids. Like we spoke about earlier, my father was in the military. So, me living on the base and we going to the DYA, which is like the local Boys and Girls Club for all the military heads out there, if you understand what I'm saying. I've always enjoyed that type of environment and be able to go there and see that the staff there, they care for us just like our parents cared for us when we was at home. So being that type of environment, even in high school, I was part of the peer mediation program. They sent me on trips to different states to peer mediation programs and stuff like that. So I love that. And as I grew up and to begin to learn myself, I learned that I always want to help kids out. I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. My initial plan was to become a child psychologist, just to help kids out that way right there. But with me being in the military, traveling all over the world, volunteering my time, me getting out the military, working at different group homes and mental health facilities, my passion increased for helping the teens out. Not only that, but you turn on the news, you're walking around and you're looking at different neighborhoods and you're seeing teenagers, between 12 to 18 years of age, they're going to jail, having kids at a young age, dropping out of high school, not having no direction in life. When you try to figure out what's going on, my passion increased with that. One day I was in the house cutting my hair, about 2011, 2012ish. I'm bald now, but I was cutting my hair. And God gave me this whole vision, this is what I want you to do. I want you to start a mentoring program. And I was excited about it. Around that time was around my birthday, so the ex-girlfriend of mine, she took me to Red Lobster. We sitting out there eating, and I'm sitting there spilling my heart out about this program. And she kind of looked at me like, eh. And that discouraged me.
Sure.
And when that discouraged me, I kind of took a step back and I just blew everything to the side.
Yeah.
And thank God in 2013, that's the year I thought I had everything. I was working at a great job. I was working around kids. I had a great job, making good money. I was living in my own place and stuff like that. I had a beautiful girlfriend and stuff like that. But God see fit to take everything away from me because I thought I was above everybody. And at the end of that year, I lost all three of those things. And when I lost my job, I was sitting in church one day, and the pastor, he was sitting there preaching, and something took control of me, and I just said, God, what is it? What is it that you want me to do? And then he brought it back to my remembrance. Well, I gave you a vision a couple of years ago, but you didn't follow through with it. So I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, what am I going to name this thing? What am I really going to name this? And God, he whispered again, I already gave you the name already. And that's what Lunchbox Dreams came to me again. I was like, Lord, this is exactly what you want me to do. And that night, me and my brother, we were going back to the second service, I shared with him, what God had told me, what I needed to do. And he was excited. And I said, bruh, I know what it is that God want me to do. And he already showed me that he's going to take care of everything. Take care of everything that I needed with the organization and everything. I just have to make sure I be obedient to, his will. And ever since that day, I've been on a full drive for it, I sent my paperwork off to the state. They rejected me a couple times. I don't even know why they rejected me and stuff like that. But I was just really determined to make sure that Lunchbox Dreams get off the ground. Because I knew this is something that was needed. This is my passion. I love it. I knew that not only I would love it, but people around me would love it. And they will back me up with it full-headed, So like I said, my passion is kids. I love kids, especially the teenage boys, because they need it nowadays. We turn on our TV, look at Mike Brown. We turn on our TV, look at other different situations, Trayvon Martin. So my goal is to help stop that. I'm tired of looking on TV and our boys are being killed by each other.
Yeah.
Our boys are being killed by cops. Our kids are dropping out of high school, dropping out of college. Not even taking advantage of the military. What I encourage the teens nowadays, I said the military is a great thing. They get you out of your environment that you're so used to. Sometimes when you stay in an environment that you're used to, that's all you become. Sometimes it's best for you to get yourself out of an environment to be or to go to your fullest potential. So I encourage them, go to the military. Do some time in the military instead of doing some time behind the walls, behind these bars.
Yeah, definitely. Now, for those out there that's looking right now, think about it. It's like sometimes you can be careful when you tell someone about your dream, and then they deter you from what God's put in your heart.
Exactly.
I can think about this TV show, and I was talking, and my producer was telling me, like, do a TV show. Like, come on, man, television show. I said, that's the last thing on my mind. I have so many other things that I'm thinking about.
Right.
I'm married. I have kids. I'm in the military now. I've been in now 13 years. I can testify This is probably my last go around. I'll probably be done at 15 years. I may not do the full 20. No offense, is that God's called me to greater things. The military is great for anybody out there who wants to, like you said, get out your environment.
Right.
You will see a lot of things, positive and negative. There's no perfect, I would say, occupation that is. There's no flaws in it. There's no type of mistakes you're gonna make. There's no things you're gonna think. But when you love something and God's giving you something to do it. Right. If you're called to teach the people, and that's where I'm called to do, is just teach the people. And my heart is committed to you, and I'm here. Logan Power Show. I'm willing. I was telling him now I would like to meet his mentors and like to partner up, because I love kids myself, and my kids, my daughter's 8, my son's 5, and my baby son's 1. But I've been teaching kids for a minute, so I love the teens, and I love to see young men get to the next level, because you never know where another young man have an impact. I think for me, I was coaching some kids, and one of the young kids had stopped me. I said, man, the kid grown, got a beard, goatee. So my Mr. Logan about to graduate from high school. I said, man, has it been that long?
Yeah, that's
has it been that long? I was coaching I was 12. You was 12 and 11 on the court. Now I'm graduating, exactly. And then she said, man, that's one kid that going to the next level. Yeah. And I think that's where it's about. It's about giving.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate what you're doing.
No problem.
Definitely. But I want you to talk to the people. Where do you want Lunchbox Dreams to be in the next, say, 3 to 5 years? Where do you see? Where is God giving you the vision of where it's supposed to be?
Next 3 to 5 years, I want Lunchbox Dreams to be something like, I want us to be able to run out the Boys and Girls Club. And I tell everybody that. But that's the vision that God gave me. I want people to be able to come to us for services such as what they render. I want us to be a program where we can help teenagers get scholarships.
Wow.
Encourage them and allow them and teach them how to run and manage a bank account, run and manage a business. We got everybody who just want to sit back and be the working man. Why can't we show them how to be the businessman? But at the end of the day, like I said, I want us to be the next Boys and Girls Club. I want us to hold programs for teenagers, such as managing money, the importance of getting education, even if it's not going to college, sometimes you might want to, people may want to go to the military, or they just want to pick up a trade.
Yeah.
Education and military may not be for everybody else, but something is for you out there, and you can still be a positive man within the community, maintaining yourself. You don't have to run to the streets, sell drugs, or be in gangs, or run around shooting and killing everybody. You don't have to be behind bars to be considered as being cool. You can have a regular Monday through Friday 9 to 5 and still be cool.
Yeah.
So things like that, that's what I want us to be within the 2 to 5 years. And I'm not saying I'm looking for it to happen. It's going to happen.
Yeah, it's definitely.
So
we know it's going to happen for you, and we're in faith with him. We know that you have to be like-minded, and I think that's why I hooked up with him on LinkedIn. I was like, he said his Lunchbox Dream. I said, what is Lunchbox Dream? And he started talking about it, and he was like, wow, I've never heard of that name. And now you say, man, he's really taking something that is so tangible and spinning it in so many different categories that, young, like, think about it. Say a young man starts a Lunchbox Dream at 12. And at 18, he's got the business he started, got plenty of school offers,
right.
But now he can say, I can pay for college cash.
Right.
On top of that, I got a business. So when the teacher's telling me about the subject, exactly, about accounting, so I learned that when I was in 9th grade.
Exactly.
I know I've been doing my books for the past 3 years.
Exactly.
When a young man said, I want to start a business, I started that when I was 14.
Exactly.
So now all you're doing is pretty much just bringing out,
right,
that fire that's within me.
Yeah.
And I think that's what we need to get to.
Yeah, because you got kids that's in the kitchen learning how to make drugs.
Yeah.
So why can't I teach you at home how to manage a business instead of making drugs?
Definitely.
I'm keeping you out of prison by you family values, life skills, and education. I ain't teaching you about drugs. I'm trying to keep you away from that. I'm trying to keep you out of jail.
Definitely.
Not just me, but all the mentors, not just myself and the mentors, but the community. You know, that's what we're here. We're trying to do that.
And we're here for you. And I appreciate you. Definitely. And that's all the time that we have. If you have any questions, look right now on the screen. Contact Mr. Washington, Lunchbox Dreams. You want to, so that you want to be part of this movement. They're going to greater heights. I know they will. We appreciate you. We love you. Support somebody who's making a difference. And this is a business, a community activist organization that's making a difference. We want to make a difference with you today. We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in Logan Power Show. Hey, I'm out.